Shalom, shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites who come in week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America, aka Egypt, aka Sodom and Gomorrah. First and foremost, we give all glory, honor, and praises unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, B'Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone doing well. Peace and salutation to the 1144 first fruit. And like we said, we come here week in and week out to prophesy. And also, there's something been on my spirit, is comforting the elect. So hold 2 Corinthians chapter 1. What's that, John chapter 14, I want to say? Yeah, come on. John chapter 14. So you can read 2 Corinthians. Start at 1. Yeah.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 1. Paul, an apostle of Yahushua HaMashiach, by the will of the Most High, and Timothy, our brother, unto the church of the Most High, which is at Corinth.
Yeah, that's right. It says the will of the Most High. What we're doing right now is the Most High's will. Like people hold John 17. Because Yahushua did Yahweh's will. And we're in that same lot because he said you shall drink from that cup. So go ahead, brother.
Continuing on, it says, with all the saints which are in Achaia.
Yeah.
Verse 2, grace be to you and peace from our power, our Father, and from the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach.
Yeah, that was like Paul saying, pretty much saying, how Mashiach shine, Go ahead.
Verse 3, blessed be the Most High, even the Father of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, the Father of mercies, and the power of all comfort.
Oh yeah, it says the power of all comfort. So we understand where we get our comfort from. We're going to get that in John 14 chapter. Go ahead, man.
Verse 4, who comforteth us in all our tribulation, that we may be able to comfort them which are in any trouble, while the comfort wherewith we comfort ourselves are comforted of the Most High.
So the Most High, when he was on earth, he was speaking to the disciples. He was like, there's going to be a point in time where I'm not going to be with you no more, but I'm going to leave you a little something, which was the Holy Spirit, or the Comforter, okay? And that's what we comfort. That's how we get comforted each and every single day, walking around in the hellhole, okay? So if we're getting comfort with that, and we're enduring all things for the elect's sake, how about we use our comfort to comfort them as well, okay? Because we do this for the elect. The only reason we're out here on the highways and byways is because the Lord, first and foremost, ordained us to do this. And on top of that, it's for our consolation and salvation, which actually that chapter is going to go into when you get to like verse 6. And also to wake up the elect and comfort the 1/3.
Yeah, because the elect starting with the men and then on down to the women and children, they're diseased by this place. And we're here to give them that comfort through the Holy Spirit, all right? Because it's like, you know, as an older civil, as a prophet, the scriptures tell you that in Isaiah, we don't got to get it, but Isaiah the 11th chapter, Job the 12th chapter, the Spirit of the Lord is counsel of spirit that the Lord gives. And what does a counselor do? A counselor consults you, comforts you. You know, when people deal with traumatic situations in their life, what does this world tell them to do? To go see a psychologist or a therapist, a psychiatrist, or what? Help them, comfort them through their pain, to get answers to what we're doing. That's the same thing that we're doing in the spirit. We come out here to tell you people, hey, you know what? It's fucked up, it's bad, but you have hope. All right, it's fucked up, it's bad. You're dealing with these problems, these issues, but you know what? We have the answers. But you know what? If you don't believe in the answers, then there is no hope for you. You got it, brother.
And the scriptures say the truth shall set you free. If you're bound, you're not getting any type of comfort.
That's right.
So I just watched a movie with the brother. It's called White Boy Rick. And I don't mean to spoil it, but you know, it's a true story. You can look him up. He got locked up. All right, and when you're in confinement, you're in your cell for 23 hours out of the day.
Yep.
You know, that's not comfortable. You know, you only get 1 hour of free time for something. So even right now, we're in our farms. Like Paul speaks about, he's in his farms. He's what's comforting us. And that's why we come out here week in and week out. That's why we do our 3 videos. That's why we link up with Audrey. You know, that's why we push this word. Because it's comforting to us when we're in this surrounding this world of filth. But you can keep going with 2 Corinthians. Hold it real quick. Just reread verse 4.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 4. The comfort of us in all our tribulation.
Comfort of us in all our tribulations. When you go into the word comfort, in that particular verse, I think it's in the Greek is like paraklesios or something like that. But it means to call the water. That's what it is. I think paraklesios is a consolation, which is a synonym to the word comfort. Because they both mean a calling or calling near or summer. Even you can deeper into it, consolation means encouragement. You know, hold on, Philippians chapter 2, verse 1. But it says he will comfort us. So it's a calling. He's calling us to be comforted. You know what I'm saying? So you can bring your peace up while you're in Philippians 2.
All right, this is Isaiah 61 and 1. The Spirit of the Lord power is upon me, because the Lord have anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He have sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
That's exactly what I was going into. We're in this hellhole with this prison America, and he put the Spirit upon us, that comfort upon us, while we're in this hellhole. We're bound. It's not no 23 hours. We're bound our entire life 24/7 until we get the hell up out of here. Okay? We're always bound, but we need the Spirit. We need that comfort to stay somewhat sane. You know? And that's the same thing we're pushing to the elect. Because what? Like the first said, we got hope. That's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect. We hope to get out of this shit.
Yeah, this is that's how when you see Jake falling off, or Jake be on their way out of truth. That's how you know, because they're not reading. You know, they're discomfort, they're dis-ease, they're diseased, discombobulated, and then what happens? It gets to a point where the spirit just cuts them completely off, cuts their pulls the what's the word now? The life support, pull the life support right off him. He's a lost cause, man. Let him die. And then the man just bugs out more and more, and then he gets casted out because he's not being comforted. He can't. If you can't be comforted by this, then this ain't for you. You know, that's what this word is. It comforts us. It's our medicine.
That's what I was saying. Anyone who receives me, you know. So we receive the comfort.
Yep.
You know, we receive it. You know, but you can get Philippians 2 and 1 real quick, because you're gonna go into the same thing. It's a comfort of love. You know, it's a consolation of Yahweh Shai martial law. You know, go ahead, man.
All right, this is Philippians, the second chapter, verse 1. If there be therefore any consolation in Yahweh Shai, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any vows and mercy.
Now hold it right there. Paul's saying in different words literally the same thing. It says, if any concept, when you read it in its context, that word, but if you go serious, or if you read it in its context, when he's saying if, it's not saying it in a doubting manner. You can almost read that sarcastically, because you read into the Philippians. The only really flaw they had was unity between the objects, okay? But when you read that, you can put the word since in replace of if. Right. So it says, since there's a consolation of Yahweh Shai, since there's a comfort of love here, you know what I'm saying?
And really, I can say through the Spirit, you know, all of us brothers that can read the Bible, we speak multiple languages. We speak English and we speak Old English. So I just want to throw that out there because, like you said, that we understand when it says and there or sent, or like you said, in different verily, and we understand what's being said. We can translate it from the Old English way of written, because that's what the Bible was translated into, and then we can translate it into the modern English. So that's really two languages that we speak already.
Even you know, we say like in sarcastic manner, even when you read 1 Corinthians, the 2nd chapter, you start at the top. It said, I come not after excellence in speech. But when you read all the Paul's epistles, he got some big, extravagant words in it. But it's a mystery that has to be unraveled for you to simply break it down and digest it.
Yeah.
Distinguish
I continue on in verse 2, Philippians the 2nd chapter. Fulfill ye my joy, that you be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind.
Again, he's speaking of the same things. But all this goes into being comforted by Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Go ahead. Because it's going to get to that in the first verse.
Verse 3. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory,
Strife for vainglory, contention, fighting, vainglory, empty pride. Go ahead.
but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves.
Lowliness of mind, let each esteem another better than themselves, man. Don't look at yourself like you the shit, man.
Yeah, right?
You know, you got people around you doing the same thing you are, man. Ain't nothing special about you. That's why it wouldn't be a scripture, Isaiah 41:14, if you was a shit. You a worm. This is our word of Jacob, I will help you. Even that, I will help you. You need help. Everybody need help. Everybody. The heathens need help. The elect need help. The 1/3 need help. The 2/3 need help. It's just the matter of help that we're going to get. The 1/3 and the elect going to be cleaned up, salvation, and then the help that the heathens 2/3 going to get is a mystery. It's righteous.
Okay.
You know, plants and animals need help, like the brother said.
I got a scripture.
You know, go ahead.
This is Sirach 10 and 9. And it says, why is earth and ash proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such and one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his vows.
All right, so it's like, what are you, man? Forget your, I think it's 15 and 14 as well. Can you read these guys?
Yeah, come. This is Sirach 10 and 9. And it reads, why is earth and ash proud?
Why is earth and ash proud? You're literally being on this earth. You're the most high's footstool.
Yeah. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust, and one shall return.
A foot is sitting on your head. That means you're at a lowly state. Even when you read, what's that song? The 2nd chapter of Revelation, the 2nd chapter, if I'm not mistaken, it talks about how we'll have dominion over the heathens and the other nations.
Yeah.
They're going to be our footstools. So what are they? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man.
Yeah, the same men. You got men that are coming to the truth, and they get proud, and then they get proud like as if they doing something, and then they get the spirit on them. We're like, yeah, I'm better than woman spirit, which of course we are, but they don't use it. They lose the disconnect of, okay, yeah, you're better than your woman, and you have an attitude towards your woman. But what about you being the woman of the Lord? So you just proud as all hell on the earth. You're the one out of order. You're the one that's disconnected through the spirit, because here it is. You men will become super Israelites, and it's like, yeah, my woman, that's my. I say jump. She says how high.
I was saying, men are gods and women are earth.
Yep.
But like, what we were just explaining about how we're on the earth, so the Lord is put us upon us. So that's how these men describe a woman.
Yep.
Like the brother said, we're women to the Lord. So there's a certain level of humility we have to have, while at the same time, this is an order thing.
It's order, simple order.
But even to land back on what the brother's saying, the scriptures say the glory of the man is reported, right? So even if just on a lower sense, I know we're speaking spiritual, but on a lower sense, on a carnal sense, just for the edification, if you can tell what a man's mind or his track of mind, you say, his mindset on how he actually treats his woman.
That's right on.
If you notice he don't got no mercy on his woman, and bit of this, bit of that, yeah, you gotta get on your woman right now and then, kick her ass back and shake her. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the Lord does to us. But he had what on turn? The long suffering, the patience, and mercy with us.
Yeah, we're whores.
We're whores too. Our women are coming back to us, knocking on our door and be like, I'm sorry. What can I do to make it up? We gotta have mercy on them. And show her. Show her. It's the same thing with Lord made
Yes.
the earth.
Yeah.
You know? First Corinthians 8:1.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 8:1. Now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifies.
Charity edified, okay, but knowledge puff it up. You know, so if you out here all frantic, the scriptures, and I think Sirach 4 tells you not to be frantic in the gospel. That's a warning right out to the sun. That's super bad. But it's because men are like that. It's because the knowledge is puffing up. They think they know this. But read verse 2.
That's right. This is 1 Corinthians 8:2. And if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing.
Sit down. So you can go back to that Sirach that you wrote, Sirach 10, 9, because that's a beautiful scripture.
Right, this is Sirach 10, verse 9. And it says, why is earth and ash proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
So go back to Job 15 and 14.
This is Job 15 and 14. What is man that he should be clean?
What is man that he should be clean? Yeah, because what? We right now, literally, we have spiritually sackcloth on and ash on our head. Now to me, that ain't clean. You know, we're mourning. We're in the house of mourning right now. We're low, contrite. Contrite means, you know, to the ground, dust, broken down.
Yeah.
This is Job 15 and 14. What is man that he should be clean?
So why should you have any ounce of pride or any ounce of vainglory? You're not even clean in the sight of the Lord. Go ahead.
Continuing on, it says that he which is born of a woman, that he should be righteous.
He that is born of a woman, he should be righteous. Everybody came out of him. You know what I'm saying? Physically. Everybody. So what are you? You know? What are you? You're not a divine entity. You know? We lost our power. We lost everything we used to have. So what's there to boast about? Me and the brother Kalash was chopping it up last night. He brought out a beautiful scripture in 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter, where it spoke about how our stature would be brought low. And the angel Uriel was telling Ezra this, and he was during the time of the Persian Empire. That's before the Greeks, before the Romans, and you thinking about it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've diminished our stature, literally, in our spiritual power or whatever increment power that we have is diminished. We are nothing right now. So what are you to have any vainglory, strife, contention, pride, to anything? You're nothing. You need help. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what? Last night, that was the night before, I was sitting down on speaker, I was talking to my rib, and we were watching that show, you know that show, Naked and Afraid, and on Discovery, and we were talking about, you know, one of the guys when he was starting to fight, and you know, my rib was like, you know, I was like, well, you know, asked me that I know how to start a fire, this, that, and the third. And I was like, hell no. I said in that day, I'm gonna be a woman to the Lord. Lord, you gotta do it. Cause that's how these women are with us. They don't want, if you sit in the car with your woman and both of y'all have a flat tire, she ain't looking at you like she about to hop out and change the tire. She looking at you like, you gonna go change the tire, right? And what you gonna do? Look at her like, you gonna look at her like, all right, I'm gonna hop out. That's the spirit we gotta have towards our husband. Yahweh Shai. Lord, you gotta feed me. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm being facetious in the sense of spiritually, you gotta lean upon the Lord for everything. Don't be no independent. Don't have an independent nigga on the spirit on. I can do it all on my own. I can do bad by myself. My daddy showed me how to do this spirit. Nah, man, be a tender, delicate woman when it comes to the Lord.
That's a perfect example. And even so, a child. You gotta what? Call before the Lord? And even a child. That's what I was
But I think there's many things like
you gotta come back as a
hands.
baby play all the time. You know, or else you ain't gonna get this.
That's right.
You ain't. You gotta crawl before you walk. And even when you're crawling, you need help walking. Before you can even take the steps to run.
You know what? That goes back to that to your opening points about comfort, because it's a man's job to make sure that the comfort of the household is set in place. All right, between the woman and the children, if your child, you know, if you got a child and your child bumps his head, bumps his or her head, you as the father, what do? You pick up your daughter and you pick her up and you comfort her and you tell her it's gonna get better. Don't worry, you want me to kiss it and make it better. And they're like, thank you, Dad, or thank you, Father, or whatever they may call it. And it's the same thing in the spirit with us, with our Heavenly Father. As we get to the, like I remember Apostle Arungwa doing the lesson, it's going to get to the point where we're not even going to be able to do anything unless it be of the spirit. Now, it ain't going to be you're just not going to have a flow of lessons in your head. You're going to speak expressively going to the spirit, man. So we got to be prepping ourselves to be in that mind frame of literally casting all your cares to your husband, to your father, and being like the brothers are saying, a child, being a virgin, a young woman. You got to embody these things. Don't be in that, I got it, because you're being proud.
You gotta be needy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be clingy.
You got to be clean.
You know, it's all about it, man. Be all, that's what the scripture says. Give the most high your rest. Be clingy. Cling on to it. That's all we got.
Hold on, real quick. Bring out what you got. Yeah, bring out
This
what
is
you got.
Isaiah 54:5. It says, "For thy maker is thine husband."
Thy maker is thy husband. So what does that make you? The woman. That makes you the woman. That makes you the person that makes you the person you can go with. That makes you the person to be in the position to beat them.
Right, I'm going to read the precept real quick. Jeremiah 62, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
That's right.
Right? So this is back in Jeremiah 54:5 again. It says, "For thy maker is thine husband, Yahweh of hosts is his name, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, the power of the whole earth shall he be called. For the Lord hath called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth, when thou wast refused, saith thy power. For a small amount have I forsaken thee. For a small moment have I forsaken thee."
And that goes back to that Jeremiah 15:1, where he says, I gave you Moses, I gave you Samuel. And you pretty much can't do that as casting out of myself for that small moment.
And that's what you do. You got a woman that you love, but y'all are having a rocky moment in your relationship, so you cast her off. But if she doesn't deal with another man in the time of y'all's separation, that's what happens in the state, even in the state system. If you and your woman are married to the government, you can't just say, yeah, we're done, we out, and we're divorced. Go your way, I go my way. The state will require you to do what? Be legally separated for a while, maybe 6 months to a year. See if you can consult it in that time. And if you can't, then we can divorce. But if you did, you're good. So it's the same thing in the spirit with the Lord between us. You know, the Lord said He would raise us up in what, 3 days. So in that time period, He just casted us off. But the men, starting with the elect, the fair virgins, as Revelation 14:4, they're back. And the Most High can be a husband unto them.
If I may say it too, that's what you call the Most High did a bill of divorcement.
Yep.
Put us away. You can read the book of Ruth. There's a lady named Vashti who was the king's wife. And you look into that woman Vashti, and it's beautiful. She was a beautiful woman on land. And she pissed him off, so he put her away, wrote a bill of divorcement. He set her aside and went with Ruth. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, it's back in Isaiah 54. It says, "For the Lord hath called thee as a woman, forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth, when thou was refused, saith thy power. For a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee."
He said, with great mercy shall I gather you. A mercy is giving us the comfort. Okay? That's the big mercy. You can't have to be. You have to be with will have mercy upon his elect. So, can you get Sirach 25 more real quick? And then we'll get you.
Yeah,
You got to finish that off?
This just backed up what you just said. I'll just read it real quick. Isaiah 50:1. Thus says the Lord, where is the bill of your mother's divorcement, whom I have put away? So the Lord didn't divorce us, but he separated, he turned his back on us. Okay? It says, or which of my creditors is it to whom I have sold you? Behold, for your iniquities have ye sold yourselves, and for your transgressions is your mother put away.
For your transgressions, for you not listening to me, you know, you not doing what I say. You're not good, man, because you're a liability. You're not an asset. You're not bringing anything to the table.
You're not a meat help.
You're not a helpmate. You're not a helpmate. You're not a pillar. You know, you're none of that. So what good are you? So get out of my sight. You know. So go ahead, bro. Come on, Sirach 25:1.
All right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 25:1. And three things I was beautified and stood up beautiful upon before the Most High. Both beautiful before the Most High. Amen. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, a man and a wife that agree together.
A man and a wife. That's the point. The Comforter tells us to come out here and we bring in the elect 144 to unite with us. You know what I'm saying? But it says, what's that new part again?
It says, the love of neighbors, a man and a wife that agree together.
The love you got for your icon, go ahead.
A man and a wife that agree together.
A man and a wife that agree together. You still hold this too? Just hold that. But a man and a wife that agree together. A man and a wife that agree together, that's a nice household.
Yeah, but you know why is that? Why is it that a man and a wife are in agreement? Because they're married unto each other and they're one body. And that's what we're doing right now through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding with Yahweh Shai, is we're becoming married unto him. We're becoming one body, going to Ephesians the fourth chapter, one body, one baptism, one faith, one Father. That unity. 1 Corinthians 1:10, let there be no divisions. See, this thing is coming together. And that's how you know that Matthew the 25th chapter is coming to pass, the 5 foolish and the 5 wise.
That's right, that's beautiful. No schisms, you know. You ever heard that saying, when a woman's with a, man, your girlfriend act like you.
Yeah, because you one body.
You take the first out of the movie, and she took on your characteristics. You put the spirit in. We're trying to stay in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. We're putting on the characteristics of Yahweh Shai.
Hey, you know, if I could say, not to, you know, I mean, it's me speaking as a man, but, you know, when you think about King Solomon had 1,000 women because he had too much spirit to be popping just one woman. That would have been too much spirit for him to just be power driving into one woman. And it's the same thing in the spirit with Yahweh Shai and 144,000. That's too much spirit coming from the Heavenly Father through Yahweh Shai, just to simply put in one flesh, one body. So the Most High Yahweh Shai got 144,000 wives. See, when he was Solomon, he had 1,000 wives, but it wasn't a time yet. But now he's gathering up all his wives because it's too much wisdom. Like you said, when you're dealing with your woman, you are putting your spirit in her. So that's why Solomon had too much spirit. He has too much spirit to just, one woman, I'm popping her all the goddamn time. She would have bugged out. I'm feeling what you feeling. Spiritually combusted.
She couldn't take it.
She could have took it.
But it's the same. Even in the scripture, a good example of spiritual combustion is transit. Elijah had to get rid of Enoch, had to get rid of
Thank you for
Y'all got too much. Y'all got too much.
So you're too perfect for this realm.
Come on. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got too much.
You up out of there.
You up out of here.
Yeah, this is we were talking about being needy to the Lord. This is Isaiah 14:1. It says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob.
They shall cleave. Give Michael chapter 4, real quick. They shall cleave unto the house of Jacob.
And that's speaking of Israelites. Those strangers there are Israelites. Okay, the word there is gar, all right, which is Israelite stranger. Okay, you have another word for strangers in the Hebrew, which is talking about the Israelite foreigners. But we're gonna stick to the subject matter, but I just want to clear it out.
So like you said, they'll cleave unto the house of Jacob.
All right, this is Micah 4:1. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains.
The government, the house of the Lord, all right, the prince that's going to rule forever is King David, according to Ezekiel 37 and 25. Okay, his government, because the mountain is a representation of the government, shall be on top of what? Go ahead.
It says, I'll start from the top. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains,
On top of all the other governments, go ahead.
and it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow into it.
People shall flow into it. People start to flow into it. Yes, it's a precept to what the brother got in Isaiah. They're going to cleave, but also they're going to flow into it. That flow, going to somebody is a needful gesture. You know, holding on to somebody is a needful gesture. You know what I'm saying? Like I got bread and cup. When I hold it in my hand, it's too close. I can feel it real tight. Holding on to my hand. It's cleaving onto me. Okay? And when I say come, he flows to me when it's time to eat. What? How he knows how he's going to sustain life is by coming to me.
That's right out.
It's the same thing with even in that day, when it comes to the kingdom, it's going to be the same thing for the heathens, and the same thing for the 2/3 who come back through our wounds, man. They're going to flow to us. They're going to cleave onto us. You got a precept? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 60 and 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow.
You said the sons also of them that afflicted thee. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 60 and 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
That's right. Now you go through 2/3 Israelites, man. Daniel 21. Because it's speaking about the everlasting shame. And the shameful, shamefaced, your head is down, you're bowing. Bowing in the Hebrew is barak, which means to bless. Or barak also means knee. So how you bow down is knee. So even 2/3 like you said, y'all the ones who despise this. The heathens did also, quote wisdom song in the picture, start at one. The heathens despised us, all y'all gonna come back in that day bowing down to us, in all humility, and blessing us, but you can go ahead and read that and go into
All right, this is Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince will stand up for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. All right, verse 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
That's right. Everlasting shame and everlasting contempt. Y'all gonna be like that. Some of you 2/3 are in the lot of that cloud that was saying crucify me.
Yeah.
So you gotta be shamefaced in the kingdom. You gotta be.
This is Ezekiel 36 and 31. Then shall you remember your own evil ways and your doings that were not good, and shall loathe yourselves in your own sight for your iniquities and for your abominations. So yeah, you know, the people that don't hearken to this word, you know, the 2/3, whether you be Jay-Z, Beyonce, you know, J. Cole, Drake, whoever you may be, Michael Jordan, Oprah, Kendrick.
Hey, Kendrick, speaking of Kendrick, since you said his name, hey, you down here for this music festival, what is it at Midtown? Oh, so you can travel and do this silly shit. But where's your works with the Lord? You can't come to a camp, you can say this IUIC's not out there teaching that day. I just want to throw that out because it's like you said, you got these Jake out here that do this silly shit, but they're not concerned with the works of the Lord. I just want to throw that out because you said Kendrick, and I just remember
They don't have any consideration. Which means acknowledgement. They don't acknowledge. Yeah, they can sit here and say, oh, what do you do? All right, whatever. It's not it.
Go ahead, what you put out?
This is Jeremiah 34:17. Therefore thus saith the Lord, ye have not hearkened unto me in proclaiming liberty, everyone to his brother, which is something that Kendrick's not doing. Okay? A lot of these guys, the celebrities that know the Israel, they're not proclaiming liberty. They know who they are, but they're not teaching, you know, according to the scriptures, according to the spirit. They haven't listened to the word. You know? They just been doing what they want to do. The Lord said this. It says, ye have not hearkened unto me in proclaiming liberty, everyone to his brother, and every man to his neighbor. Behold,
What liberty? Grace. You're not proclaiming grace. So go ahead.
it says, behold, I proclaim a liberty for you, saith the Lord, to the sword, to the pestilence, and to the famine. So you're not proclaiming liberty to the lost Israelites out here, not trying to wake them up. The Lord say he got liberty for you, and that's to put you into captivity, kill you with the famine. All right? It says to the sword. It says, and I will make you to be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
If I may say, that's it. Because I said earlier, there's a certain way. There's a certain way that people are going to receive their help. Okay, whether it be a missile or whether it be getting beamed up. This is your liberation. Your liberation is with the sword because you're not proclaiming the liberty or the grace before the children. You know? You're not letting them know what's up. So this is how you gonna get liberated. Well, our liberation is through Yahweh Shai, the deliverer. You know? So go ahead, bro.
Right, this Jeremiah 35:17. Therefore thus saith the Lord, the power of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will bring upon Judah and upon all the inhabitants of Jerusalem all the evil that I have pronounced against them, because I have spoken unto them, but they have not heard.
Ooh, and hold that with Baruch Shai. Now, yeah, Jeremiah 30:15. But it says reread that same verse.
Come. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, the power of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will bring upon Judah and upon all the inhabitants of Jerusalem all the evil that I have pronounced against them.
Announced. Okay? That's that chapter. It's going to bring all these things to front. So hold that. We'll get back to it because that's good. Jeremiah 30:15.
This is Jeremiah 30:15. Why criest thou for thy affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased. I have done these things unto thee.
That's right. I've done these things unto you because you're the multitude of iniquity, or the sins, the transgressions of what I told you to do, of what I pronounced to you. You know? So go ahead, bro. So why are you crying? So why are you crying? Stop being a sissy, baby. And take me. Writing, when you're writing that letter to Santa, you're going to pay what you owe. You're going to pay what you owe. Well, guess what? You took the route of still, I'm just going to go off now and live a luscious life now and just disregard the law of commandments. Pay what you owe. But your liberation is reap what you sow. Reap what you sow, like the Lord said. But your liberation is going to be with the sword. Okay? That's what the Lord has for you. So why are you crying? You chose that. You know what I'm saying?
That's why the Lord said they shall eat the fruit of their own ways.
That's right.
Okay? So, all right, so it says, Jeremiah 35 and 17 again. Therefore, thus said the Lord, the power of hosts, the power of Israel. Behold, I will bring upon Judah and upon all the inhabitants of Jerusalem all the evil that I have pronounced against them. He's spoken before, about who? The prophets. Okay? Because I have spoken unto them, but they have not heard. And I have called unto them, but they have not answered. Same thing it says in Proverbs the first chapter. Because the Lord, He always lets you know, okay, look, the judge, the people and the kingdom that's been doing evil in my sight, and you continue to follow them and also do evil in my sight. It's like, I'm going to bring whatever calamity that I have pronounced for them, I'm going to bring it upon you. A lot of people don't listen. Okay?
Like I said, I call on the word call, word, I'm not mistaken, not even the word hope, which means that we get the word vocabulary, words. Vocalize. Yeah, to vocalize something, Because really, how is the Lord calling you? Because He's bringing each and every one of Jake's bells, hitting their line through the spirit of the prophets, man. The mouth of the men on the highways and byways, foretelling the future, telling Jake, to get right, but our people don't want to listen. And it's a hell to pay when you don't cooperate with your own city. How am I sure you can? Because at the end of the day, we tell Jake was ahead of us. Just like the 1611, when Jake went into slavery, that was already prophesied by Moses. In 70 AD, when Jake got destroyed, Yahweh already prophesied that in Matthew the 24th chapter. They told him how to avoid it, man. But Jake didn't listen, and what? They were storming it.
That's it. Can I get a man? I want to get a precept of what you said. Jeremiah 25 and 4.
All right, this is Jeremiah 25 and 4.
Never start with so we can get this.
Jeremiah 25 and 1. The word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the people of Judah in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, that was the 1st year of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, the which Jeremiah the prophet spake unto all the people of Judah and to all the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
So right now, this time frame is about like 600, 610, going into the 5s BC right now. Is what Jeremiah is speaking. All right, so go ahead.
It says, that which Jeremiah the prophet spake unto all the people of Judah and to all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, from the 13th year of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, even unto this day, that is the 23rd year, the word of the Lord have come unto me, and I have spoken unto you, rising early and speaking, but you have not hearkened.
So read that verse.
All right, this is verse 3, in Jeremiah chapter 25. From the 13th year of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, even unto this day, that is the 23rd year, the word of the Lord hath come unto me.
The word of the Lord is coming to me. The word of the Lord, this time, has come unto us. Right? Go ahead.
Even unto this day, that is the 23rd year, the word of the Lord hath come unto me, and I have spoken unto you.
I've spoken unto you. Go ahead.
Rising early and speaking.
Rising early, so we understand due time. So go ahead.
But ye have.
We work our work due time. Go ahead.
But ye have not hearkened.
But you have not hearkened. All right. Second Chronicles, chapter 36, and start at 11, and then jump down to 15. We'll read it through. Yeah, read it through, Matt. Yeah, because this is was the last king Zedekiah. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah. It's like 2 Chronicles 36 and 11. Zedekiah was 120 years old when he began to reign, and reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord.
He did evil in the sight of the Lord. There was the prophets around this time, even when you read in 2 Chronicles 35, you have Hosea, and you had, I think, not Nahum. What's Nahum on there? You had Daniel.
Nehemiah.
Yeah, Nehemiah. Daniel was after. Daniel was during the 605. Actually, no, Daniel was during this.
Yeah,
Because King Josiah was starting his reign in 610 BC. But go ahead.
Look, it says, and he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord his God.
Yes, heavy prophets during this time telling you what to do. Go ahead.
And humbled not himself before Jeremiah the prophet.
What we just read. Because look, when you read 2 Chronicles, the 36th chapter, along with Jeremiah 25, these go hand in hand. Jeremiah was telling them this. Yo, because when you read further down in Jeremiah 25, it tells you that Nebuchadnezzar is going to come fuck y'all up. Okay, if you don't listen.
Because the Most High is a merciful power. So he just don't jack you up for no damn reason. You reap what you sow. It's like everything in this world has a matter of fact in your car. You just don't blow an engine. Like you just driving down the road, oh shit, I blew an engine. No. You see the thermometer, it's hot. You might see the steam from the radiator. You know, you might see, you see when they let you, the white smoke coming out of your
exhaust.
Showing you that you do a gasket.
Yep.
Your car give you all kind of signs to show you, and you might want to pull this over and cut this off right now. Same thing with the Spirit of the Lord. He gives us all kind of warnings. But our people, they don't want to hear the warnings. So the only thing left is for the Lord to literally blow them.
Hey, but that's Jake though. Jake will see a red light and he'll hit the gas.
If I may say, if I'm sitting in the car, I see the green, and the gas light was on E, and the cashier said, man, I know my car.
Oh,
We got a lot of I know my car niggas in Israel. Come on, nigga, man, pull over. You know, that's what we did. We pulled the hell over. Like, whoa, you see what the hell is wrong? Pop the trunk, or pop the hood. Call somebody. Get roadside assistance. That's what we did.
And then when we got the roadside assistance, like you said, the roadside assistance, it tells you in Songs of Solomon, was it the 5th chapter that I went about the city? I sought of him, but I found him not. So that's that roadside assistance finding you and telling you what the problem is. But even so, you still gotta accept the diagnosis, how to assess the problem, how much it's gonna cost, count the cost. It's all the same thing. But like you said, Jake Carr be fucked up. You ain't been maintaining it. I come to help you, and you want to be under the hood telling me what the hell the problem is.
Like you a mechanic.
Like you a mechanic.
And it's like if you was a mechanic, if you wouldn't even be in that situation, then you got jacked. All kind of symptoms, the car jacked up, you know. But see, we try to, and that's mercy in itself. When your mechanic actually declares like, hey, you know, if you want your car to drive for the longevity, all you gotta do is this, that, and the other. Like you said, you gotta pay this price, you gotta pay that. You know, you gotta get the material, you gotta get the substance, and you gotta throw out certain things. And a nigga love his car, man. You know, they don't even want to throw certain things away. You know, that's why the scriptures, David orders, man. You know, they demon possessed. But the word demon possessed really goes into you having a possession. Like if you have a house, you know, or look at these different hoarders. You know, they have all kind of possessions, but they don't want to throw them away. Why? Because they're trying to grab and they're trying to hold and latch on to those spirits. So it's the same thing with Jake. You'll talk to Jake and you give him a diagnosis and tell him, hey bro, you gotta cut that pride out, man. Cut that pride out of your spirit. The nigga ain't trying to hear that.
Well, I ain't sick.
That's what the Lord says. They're full of iniquity. That's what iniquity is. Iniquity is possession of all these demons, man. You know, welcome to somebody's house, they collect stamps, and then they collecting lawn gnomes. You know, Esau got that show Hoarding on TLC. You know, Esau, they be having bobblehead demons they live over here in the world. You know,
Hey, it's like the show that movie. What's the movie series with Annabelle? Conjuring. Hey, you remember the man and the woman? They were priests, but really they were witches. And you know they would go around and they would basically free those people's houses of those demon possessions. But they kept it in their house. Remember when they went down into the little basement area and they had Annabelle in the glass casing and everything was demonically possessed. And that's Jake. Jake don't want to free the room and make it something else. Make it a room, an altar to the Yahweh Shemi Shah. They want to keep that dark ass gloomy room full of demons. Nah, this demon right here, I got when I did this. I don't want to let it go. It's like I hold it close and near and dear to me. It's special.
They got a trap demon. They got the hot Cheeto demon. My snacks over there. Weed demons. Got a goddamn rat demon in the closet.
Yeah, this is Sirach 18 and 19. It says, learn before thou before thou speak, and use physician, or ever thou be sick.
You need physician and physic or else they'll be sick. Okay? Learn before, like the word said. We're the spiritual mechanics coming up to tell you that your engine is fucked up. But you want to speak to me, you don't know what you're talking about. You ain't learned nothing. Learn before you speak. You need a physic. I'm the physic for you that the Lord has given me.
And that's why through the Spirit, us being mechanics, spiritual mechanics to a certain extent, we ain't on for that. That's why when we see a nigga, he don't want to listen. All right, nigga, take your car and go. Get the fuck out of my shop. We're not gonna hold your car. We're not gonna hold it against your will. Leave. And then when you leave, us other mechanics, we're gonna get together. Yeah, he ain't gonna make it 5 miles down the road. He might die. Fuck him. We're not pussies. All right, the Most High, the scriptures tell us, when the Lord says, meditate upon evil. Right? We're not gonna cry when a lot of you hard-headed, bone-headed niggas start getting killed, man.
We're going to say, I told you so. That's a totally different side.
And we're gonna laugh.
It's going to be the ha 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 ha. That's what, like you said, you brought out Proverbs. It says, laugh and mock.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to mock your ass too. It's told you, nigga. Shit.
All right, now this back to 2 Chronicles 36 and 12. It says, and he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord the power, and humbled not himself before Jeremiah the prophet.
Humble himself, not before Jeremiah the prophet.
Right.
So he didn't humble himself to the word to the Lord. Ultimately, he didn't humble himself to Yahweh. Go ahead, bro.
That was proof too. You gotta humble yourself to the prophets, man. Because we've been given the spiritual authority to make certain judgments pertaining to your soul. Scripture says that we are a life unto life and death unto death. Okay? As a savior unto the Lord. So, hey, Yahushua told Peter, what you bound in heaven shall be bound in earth. So we have the authority to say a lot of things, man.
That's right.
Okay? Because we're here as ambassadors of Yahushua.
That's right.
That's right. The word Malachi means angel, okay, which is a messenger. That's my messenger. All right? We're angels. Doesn't the scripture say the angels shall have charge over you? We're the messenger. We got charge over you. So we behoove you to go ahead and open up those little ears. Get that little earwax, that little Q-tip, that spiritual Q-tip, and start cleaning that shit out your ears. So you know that, get that thick ass wax out. It will behoove you. That's why when you read the scriptures, people were scared when the prophets came. Because when they were scared, that means what? They were going to listen to what he was going to say. They had the earwax out.
The office of the prophet is the highest office on the planet Earth. Man. That's why King David, he was a king, he was a warrior, but he was a prophet.
That's why you got a book of Psalms. Even 2 Samuel, the 22nd chapter, he was prophesying.
Yeah, and like the brother just said, he still had to listen to Samuel.
Nathan. He had to listen to
Nathan.
Nathan. Saul had to listen to Samuel.
Samuel anointed King David.
Right, so it said,
Well, actually, hey, even so, King David went for Nathan.
yeah, Samuel, Nathan, I think those were the two main prophets. So it says he also, so this is Zedekiah 36 and 13. And he also rebelled against King Nebuchadnezzar, who had made him swear by the Most High. But he stiffened his neck and hardened his heart from turning into the Lord power of Israel. Moreover, all the chief of the priests and the people transgressed very much after all the abominations of the heathen and polluted the house of the Lord, which he had hallowed in Jerusalem. So everybody was just, not listening to, doing what they wanted to do. Jeremiah was telling them, but they didn't want to hear.
Niggas don't like being told.
You don't like being told when you're wrong.
Stop reading for it. Fuck you. What? We can tell them all the idiots and whatever they do. Well, I ain't. I believe I ain't. So,
Nothing, nigga. Like we go
like at the end of the day, we some paid, we're production-based Israelite, production-based prophets, but at the same time, we're hourly-based prophets, paid prophets too. We're gonna get our pay no matter what. That's why the scriptures say, tell them whether they hear or forbid. We don't get paid whether you accept it or not. We get paid for pushing it out there.
Yeah, but it's blood on you. Like I said, if you tell them, you know, you get the blood off your hands, so that means that's blood on your hands. You know, you're gonna have to clean yourself up. You know, because you actually are liable for death. But see, Jake don't want to clean themselves up, and that's totally fine. The two-thirds ain't even slated to get it any damn way. We understand prophecy. We can't kick against the priests. We can't kick against prophecy because it says two-thirds shall become without. You know, you can't be angry when certain Jakes don't get it and receive it because they ain't even slated to get it. It's only for a small select few. It said though Israel be the sand of the sea, yet a small remnant shall be left on. So we're looking for the few good men. This ain't a thing of going trying to get as many Israelites and bring as many Israelites, men and children as possible. We trying to get the basically we trying to get the quality. You know, quality over quantity. It's funky right here.
There's a bunch of heat for repentance.
Yeah. This St. Chronicles 36 and 15. Yep. And the Lord,
these two verses are important.
and the Lord, the power of the fathers, sent to them by his messengers. There was more than one prophet.
You said prophet?
He said messengers. So more than one. Yeah. He said sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending.
There you go, that word betimes. We brought it out in Jeremiah 24:4. It said early, waking up early to tell you this, bro. But even spiritually, waking up spiritually early, like, yo, bro, something's coming. Something is coming.
That's why it's a prophet. That's why the prophet speaks before. You know, they give you an ample amount of time to get yourself together for the prophecy to come to pass.
That's right. What?
Over 30 years.
No, but the apostles and elders, they're pushing. I came into the room 15 odd years later, 20 years later, and they still in it. But they set it up to where I can hear it now. Be like, oh man, I need to get one. You know what I'm saying? To all of us.
Hey, Jake had 100 years to get themselves together. Noah, how old was Noah? He was past 600 plus? Or 900, around 900 years old. So they say prophesied for the space like 120 years. You know, Jake was old as hell back then. So Jake had over 100 years to get themselves together. What kind of shit is that?
Yeah. Ain't no time don't mean nothing. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's a little bigger. Yeah, 500.
Well, he had his sons when he was 500.
Oh, he had him.
So I think he actually started teaching when he was like 7. I think he said it was around 100. He did history.
Yeah.
It was around 100 when the flood came. So.
Because his youngest son, it says in the Zonavins that his youngest son, Ham, was about 96 years old when the flood happened.
Right. So and the Lord called the fathers.
This truth came in 69. It's 2018, man. And these times that we're in seem like that seems to people that seems like a long time ago. But shit, you know what I'm saying? It's a good amount of time to get your shit together. Go ahead.
It says, and the Lord power of their father sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place.
Exactly. You don't have to get it. Exodus, I love this. Exodus 2 and 23. It says, by their bones in the morning, he remembered the covenant that he had with Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And gave us compassion, which is consideration that he had towards us, which you niggas don't consider the most high, according to Isaiah, the first chapter. Go ahead, bro, just to finish it off.
And see, the Lord, he got tired of niggas calling. That's why he took his name out of earth. He's like, man, you niggas is bullshit.
He changed his phone number.
Every time I call, I deliver you and put you in a state where you can actually be on top. But you go, your ass jump straight back in captivity, man. Jake got that whole mentality. You know, you have that saying, don't save him. You know, chick. She don't want to be saved. There it is, Jake. We jump down in the deep end, and then you take them out. You take them out from drowning, and you put them on the side of the shore. And what they do? They curse you out. They curse you out. Why you saved? Why you saved it? Yeah. Oh, that happened in Exodus. Moses saved that that was driving. Yeah. And he cussed Moses the hell out. Who put you prince over us? Yeah, nigga. You want to smoke me? Yeah.
Alright, this is Exodus, Isaiah 1 and 5. Why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more.
That's why this thing gotta come to an end, man. Because if you leave, if this place is left another 50 years for niggas to revolt, man, I'm gonna take myself out. I'm just going back home.
Continuing on, the whole head is sick and the whole heart faint.
Right? And this is verse 16. But they mock the messengers of the Most High and despise his words and misuse his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people till there was no remedy.
So why are you crying, bro? Why are you crying? What you did. So with that,
somebody open Jeremiah 15:1. Because our people don't listen. So like the scripture that I just read said, all right, the wrath of the Lord arose against them until there was no remedy. Okay? Meaning, because look, you see when Jeremiah trouble comes, that's going to be, that's the end of the game plan. Okay? Either you're right with the Lord or you're not right with the Lord. Okay? That's why scripture says when you read 2 Ezra the 16th chapter, all right, it says that Esau is going to be like a madman sparing none. And it says spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So you Israelites, because when you go in Psalm 26th chapter, it says those that fear the Lord, the seed of Jacob. All right, the Lord is going to use these so-called white people in the government, all right, to come against you and destroy you, and that's going to be your fate. All right, there is no hope for 2/3 of Israel. All right, the only hope that you have is through death. All right, so I can hold 2 Ezra 9 chapter. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be towards this people.
Right, now we were just speaking about Samuel, we were just speaking about Moses and the rest of the prophets, okay? But the Lord said, though these two great prophets stood before the people, the prophesied and telling them things to come, even when they did wrong, to even tell them that the Lord's going to have mercy on you, and use this time of grace to get yourselves back in his, on his good side, okay? Though the Lord sent out his hand to help you out, okay? The Lord said his mind can still not be toward his people, okay? Because the majority of Israel, which is 2/3, so 66% of the Lord's people are going to be destroyed right here in Babylon the Great. All right, because you got prophets in every major city, okay, in the smaller towns, all over this country, man, and in other countries in the world. Prophesying daily, okay? We used to say, every week, now it's daily, man. Damn near every hour in the hour, okay? Every 15 minutes, brother putting up a video,
And
So,
if you got a problem, with that, get the fuck out of here. Right? Because like my brother said, we in the time now where it ain't no just one video a week spirit. Hey, I know I can say this for myself, and I can speak for these brothers that's around me. These brothers ain't just doing 3 videos a week. They hit their 3rd one on Monday, and that's it for the week. No, brothers is daily prophesying, daily doing the work, trying to come to camp multiple times a week, man. And it's only going to increase. Here it is. We going into. So I'm gonna get back to you, brother. But the Spirit is speaking about the fact that the Lord raising us up to be a kingdom of priests. Right. That's our job. Our job is to not build up this nigga's kingdom, man. This white man's kingdom. But Jake want to make time
Jake will get to work on time for this fucking devil. Jake will make time for all that shit in the world. But then when it comes to doing our true vocation, our true job, I don't know. I don't know. The Lord gonna give you the papers that he gonna repo your fucking spirit too.
God, this is Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be towards this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth.
Right, cast them out of the sight. The Lord's getting ready to cast all you out of the sight, man. That's why he's bringing you people to cross. You see the cross. You see it. Okay? You hear the things that we say, you know, when you walk by or you drive by. You know, we look funny. Truth be told, we look. Because we just like we're a spectacle with something to see. You know? So it's not like there's a you know, it's not like you see a sign of a group of construction workers on the side of the road with benches. No, we out here with signs and Bibles, cameras, pushing this word. So what is that? What do you want to do? And then you hear the words. And you see a video. You know?
Hey, the life of people ain't heard these words much about the world. Majority of people don't know what the book of Obadiah is. The book of Nahum.
The book of what?
We can go into church and say, have you ever heard of Habakkuk? Niggas will Habakkuk. You know? Habakkuk. Jake don't really read these scriptures, man. That's why he's trying to and it's all kind of scandals coming out with these goddamn pastors finagling the shit out of their congregation, man. Communion.
It's true.
Hey, well, you had Elder Apostle Farad. I know that was him that did the video on X Ministries.
Yeah.
Remember the dude, he said in his video, he said, man, I'm getting like 100, he said I'm getting like 100 emails every day. From mainly pastors dealing with the Hebrew Israelite praise. 100. Then you had a lady on the video with Vocab Malone. See, we're becoming a nuisance to you people. We're a thorn in your side because, like we were saying, you know, you come to these cities, like you come to Atlanta, you have Edomites that travel, they'll come to Atlanta and say, damn, man, it's Hebrew Israelites. So they like, I might just be there. So they leave Atlanta. Then they go to Charlotte. It's more brothers there. Then they leave Charlotte. Go to New York. There's brothers there. Then they leave there and it's like, I'm going on vacation. I'm going to Mexico. And it's Israelites there.
They all wonder, baby. The Spirit of the Lord is on the eyes of you devils.
Everywhere.
Okay? All right?
They can't deny it.
You know? But that's why the Lord says he's going to cast you out of his sight, man.
Hey, we like spiritual Freddy Krueger's, man. You know, you get in that realm, here it is, we walking all slow, you doing all this fucking running and panting. You got to turn around, this motherfucker right here, man. You got to beat you there.
Good.
You know, and that's how you know the tables is turning, man. This like this talks like the brother being able to get a lesson. This is the time where the rabbit is getting the gun, man. We the rabbit, we the ones that get prayed on, get the shit beat out of us. Now the Lord is putting that power on us, man. And we're gonna take this thing slow, man. When we get our hands on these devils, hey, when we take Jake out, man, it's gonna be a fun thing. You know, we ain't gotta rush, you know. The Spirit of the Lord is gonna take his time in this thing, man. The Lord, see, the Lord is all about that's the mentality of a king anyway. The Lord ain't rushing, man. You know, he's letting everything marinate, he's letting it simmer, you know, he's letting it appreciate, you know. So we have to actually be in that same mentality, man. This thing is gonna go down something crazy.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
Right. So this gospel that we're preaching here, this is not Christianity, not Islam, not any other established religion, right? But the truth, and I'm gonna say great millstone. When you other Israelites, you don't got it. Okay? Not 100%. right? And 99% ain't enough. All right? You got to listen to the true prophets. Hananiah, if you go to Jeremiah the 27th chapter, okay? Matter of fact, do that real quick. Go to Jeremiah 28 and 9. Okay? Because you have prophets. You have prophets that was, matter of fact, start at verse 7.
Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 7. Nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thy ears, and in the ears of all the people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old,
Like the true prophets, go ahead.
prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
And that's what Great Millstone does. All you other Israelite groups don't do that. All right? You're not out there preaching against society. All right? And when you do speak on it, you omit other things. Like the mark of the beast. Okay? Keep going.
The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet should come to pass, then should the prophet be known that the Lord had truly sent him.
Right, so hold on, okay. Because the prophecy that the prophet speaks, if they come to pass, then, okay, it's known that the Lord truly sent them. All right? So that's what we gauge who's true and who's not.
Verse 10. Then Hananiah the prophet took the yoke from off the prophet Jeremiah's neck and brake it.
All right, so then you had another prophet, Hananiah. He came and he broke the yoke of he broke the yoke off Jeremiah's neck. To speak another word. Let's hear what Hananiah said. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Then Hananiah spake in the presence of all the people, saying, Thus said the Lord, even so will I break the yoke of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, from the neck of all nations within the space of 2 full years. And the prophet Jeremiah went his way. Verse 12. Then the word of the Lord came unto Jeremiah the prophet. After that, Hananiah the prophet had broken the yoke from off the neck of the prophet Jeremiah,
Right, so you
saying,
had another prophet speaking a whole nother doctrine against what Jeremiah was saying. Go ahead.
Go and tell Hananiah, saying, Thus saith the Lord, Thou hast broken the yokes of wood, but thou shalt make for them yokes of iron. Verse 14. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, I have put a yoke of iron upon the neck of all these nations, that they may serve Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon.
Right, so the Lord said, look, I told the people that they're going to serve Nebuchadnezzar. But you told them that I said in 2 years I'm going to break the yoke off their necks. Nah, man, you lying on my name. Okay? Keep going.
And they shall serve him, and I have given them the beasts of the field also.
Okay, so much was joke. Right. Let's see.
Ain't no chip.
Right.
Ain't no missile.
That is him. That's him and the rest of these guys. Man. All right.
It's gonna be good times.
31.
Fucking Jake be on, man.
Jake saying we can make it in society. The Lord said we can serve our enemy for the one of all things. He said he'll deliver us.
That's it. That's why the scriptures take it. What is that? Timothy? That the Lord will give us a sound mind through this doctrine, man. This scriptures give you wholeness and make you a whole person. See, like the brother Kashipala was going into. This word comforts you, and the counselors, the consultants, they tell you what you need to do. You do it, you heal properly, you come back stronger. But niggas don't want to get right, and then their mind get more twisted, more bugged out, and they just be out there saying shit that's just like, that literally makes absolutely no sense. Your statements make no sense.
The breakdowns are wrong, brother. They're wrong. All right, so keep it.
Verse 15. Then said the prophet Jeremiah unto Hananiah the prophet, Hear now, Hananiah, the Lord hath not sent thee, but thou makest this people to trust in the lie.
Right, and so and that's what these other camps are doing. All outside of Great Millstone. Okay? All right? Saying the chip is not the mark of the beast. There's no reincarnation in the Bible.
Oh,
You
niggas say
know?
prophets. There ain't no more prophets.
Oh yeah, ain't no more prophets. Oh, America is not Babylon the Great, it's the people. Okay? Right? So the Lord said, I didn't send them. Okay? So we're doing the same exact thing that Jeremiah did to the false prophet Hananiah. That's what we're telling you. Okay? Because the Lord has the true prophets out here teaching, man. Everything we say makes sense through the spirit and power of Yahweh Basmi Yahweh. Okay?
Verse 16, therefore thus said the Lord, behold, I will cast thee off the face of the earth. This year shalt thou die, because thou hast taught rebellion against the Lord.
Read again.
Verse 16, therefore thus said the Lord, behold, I will cast thee from off the face of the earth.
The Lord's going to destroy all you other false camps and these false doctrines off the face of the earth. Because you wasn't listening to the prophets, man. Y'all should be listening to us. Okay? You were called, but you were not sent. Go ahead.
This year thou shalt die, because thou hast...
Hopefully this year, a lot of you niggas will die.
And this is the year of prophecy, but this is the year of prophecy. All right, wait a minute. Go ahead.
This year thou shalt die, because thou hast taught rebellions against the Lord.
You've been teaching rebellion against the Lord. That's the message of the day to the false prophets. All right? Okay? Because like I was saying, that's the truth. All right? So go back to where you was at in Matthew 24.
Yeah, a lot of these prophets, the so-called teachers, when they're IUIC namely, they trying to smother the name of the Lord. They trying to bury the name. You know, years ago they had that, he was mocking it. Years ago, Nick had wrote the name of the Lord in the Hebrew, playing like he found some paleo text. You know, but at the end of the day, he still find those texts, man. He knows the name of the Most High's name is Yahweh, man. You know, he had baptism stones, he had all kinds of different stones.
Moabite stones.
Yeah, Moabite. And that's why niggas gotta die, man.
That's probably a prayer example.
Great drinks.
That's
Jake's supposed to be a warrior king. Jake just be flamboyant and all that.
Go ahead.
That nigga's a margarita with sugar on the rim. Hey, that nigga was a margarita. That nigga's a margarita with sugar on the rim. Sweet ass nigga.
24, verse 14. And this gospel
Cinnamon Toast Crunch ass nigga.
You know they got gas smoke.
It's a fucking bubblegum smoke. Shit smell like Pepto-Bismol, man.
His ass came out some goddamn Starburst pack.
14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
Right, this gospel. That's why they're coming. It's not even important the word. They're coming. They're singling out. The Spirit got these Christians and these opponents singling out which Israelite group they're really going there. Because when they do thinking on IUIC, they're not speaking bad about those guys. We got black conscience and these news reports and so on. Yeah, those black men look strong. Marching down the streets in purple garments. They're Hebrew Israelites, right? But when it comes down to the great millstone,
They black Israelites.
we don't want to hear them no more. We don't want. Let's take down their videos. Okay.
They were like, they united with each other, but they chilling with some better.
They're different in a whole nother category.
We living in the time of Acts all over again. Because the Romans loved the Sadducees and Pharisees. They was the good niggas at the time. Even though they knew the scriptures, they understood. They had a level of scholarship. The Pharisees had a level of scholarship. The Sadducees, they had a level of scholarship. But at the end of the day, there was performance. It was all about performing. They didn't want to stir up the Roman ship because they knew the white boys was going to come down on them.
Yeah, they was hiring them, basically.
Yeah, Ireland. But the Christians didn't give a hell, man. Yeah, I was shot. He came to stir up some problems. You know, raise up controversy.
He even whooping with the chorus because they was praying in the father's house.
Cussed out certain kings. You know,
The high priest and the priesthood that was all about keeping the Israelite foreigners or who they deemed heathens up out of the temple. They was okay with that. You see, like you said, that when it comes down to the knit and grit of this doctrine, of what we're about, you other camps, you ain't about it, man. You ain't about it. That's why Esau ain't worried about you. That's why you can wear. Listen. That's why you niggas in these other camps, you can wear your fringes out. You don't bring no fear. I don't even wear my fringes out. And niggas be afraid of me, all afraid and scared and moving away from me. With niggas on, with regular garments on, t-shirts, jeans. Imagine if we just did that wrong. I'm just gonna wear my garment.
You look like you in the Bible. I heard that before. You like you in the Bible.
Keep coming on and on.
They were marching up and down the street with long arms, all that shit. That's not intimidating.
You know why? Because they're seeking the Lord. That's why the scripture says Christ. That's why the scripture says what the brother just read. And this gospel is specifying a particular truth. Because you had the scribes and Pharisees teaching one thing, Yahweh Shah was teaching something else. So why did he specify this gospel? Because he was speaking on what he was teaching. So there's a separation of what gospel is because with the scribes and Pharisees, they understood that there was a Messiah to come. That's right. That's why they asked John. No, that's why. Right. Yeah. They understood that there was a Messiah coming, and in the early part of his ministry, people were wondering, well, is this the Messiah or not? Are we waiting for somebody else? Right, because John the Baptist's own disciples were asking, are you the man or should we look for somebody else? So they understood that the Messiah was coming back here. These other cats, they understand that how Messiah is coming back, Messiah is coming back, but they're not coming with the whole gospel. Right.
Another Jesus.
Right. Right.
Or another, or I should say, another Mashiach.
Right. Another Messiah. Okay? So it's coming down to the point where this gospel that we've been preaching from, it's already out there as a witness unto all nations, man. And all you Israelites, you're gonna be held accountable for listening to or not listening to Great Millstone videos. These 2/3 in the world, okay? These Christians, these other nations, they're going to be held accountable for not listening to GMS. Okay?
yeah, I had some. Go ahead. Yeah, this is Mark 6:21. And when a convenient day was come, that Herod on his birthday made a supper to his lords, high captains, and chief estates of Galilee. And when the daughter of the said Herodias came in and danced and pleased Herod and them that sat with him, the king said unto the damsel, ask of me whatsoever thou wilt, and I will give it thee. And he sware unto her, whatsoever thou shalt ask of me, I will give it thee unto the half of my kingdom. He said he was up to the half of his kingdom. So if she would have said, give me a third of your kingdom, he would have had to grant that. But she didn't even ask for that. She wanted something bigger than this kingdom.
And she went forth and said unto her mother, what shall I ask? And she said, the head of John the Baptist. And she came in straightway with haste unto the king and asked, saying, I will that thou give me by and by in a charger the head of John the Baptist.
Right, because the prophet John the Baptist, he was a thorn in the side of the Herod already. You know, that's just one man. That's before Yahweh Shah came over the scene. Okay? He had John the Baptist was out there in the wilderness. He wasn't even in the major part of the city. He was in the wilderness, and people were still scared of him. Okay? because the word was going out. He had many disciples. I mean, 2 of John the Baptist's disciples became disciples on Yahweh Shai.
We're nuisance, man. Yeah. Like out here where we are, we know through the spirit. We don't get it, but we know that's why they're gonna roll on us. We know that these businesses, these apartment buildings, all this shit, they complaining to the city. They complain to the municipalities of Decatur or whatever the case may be. Like, I went down there and I got cursed out. What are you gonna do about this? Right, they're petitioning us.
Well, that happened with us when we used to be in Kanye. We would go to the city, and I remember these brothers, they walked from one side of the city to the next. Back then we had cars. Staff, that's what we had staff and all that. But the brothers came, and the city was coming to me. The city police came and stopped us when we met up. Matter of fact, all of us had met together. The police stopped us before we hit our and it was like, what y'all doing?
He said, councilman said,
we just meeting up because we was gonna go to my house. But it was basically in that spirit, was just like, nah, y'all can't be out here. Y'all can't be out here. And we went to one spot, they ended up persecuting us. We had to move there. Went to another spot, they said we can't
moved
be
like
there.
4 times.
Yeah, we moved like 4 or 5 times till we had a
And every time the cops came, it was like 6 cars. Our first time about them, like 6 cars came.
Like we was downtown, like at CNN. We could only, man, we probably, somebody's email got lit up behind us, man. We right there in front of CNN building, in front of the Phillips Arena, which is now the State Farm Arena. In front of the Hornets. All that shit that's going on right there. Because you gotta think, this is Esau's amusement park. Imagine if you went to Six Flags and there was something there that threw off your whole experience. You're gonna complain. You're gonna be mad. It's gonna leave a bad, everlasting taste in your mouth. It's the same thing we do. You think you're gonna travel into this city? You think you're gonna come to Atlanta and have a good time? No, we're set up to read you your rights and tell you, hey, martial law's coming. All right, you women, you're gonna have it bad out here. All right, you're gonna start eating your children. We're the world's greatest party poopers.
And we love the job.
And we get off for it.
Not because we want to be a part of the party, but we know the fucking shit is wrong. And you niggas shouldn't even partake in the goddamn party. You niggas is the reason why the so-called white man is living happy. Here it is, you busting your ass and paying $10, $11 an hour. Why the so-called white man out with these different corporations, he's making $100,000, $200,000 a day. We trying to get our money, we trying to protect these people. Yeah, fuck this place. I got sorry for the language. Jeremiah 28:8.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries
And against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So that was the job of a prophet. When the prophets was anointed through the Spirit of the Lord to come out, they would prophesy good tidings and they would prophesy evil. And depending on the area they was at, they would prophesy one another. But this captivity and this kingdom we in, we can't really prophesy evil, man. We prophesy the next kingdom, which is going to be the kingdom of heaven for our people. But right now, this is all about killing, death, destruction, and doom, man.
Hey, kid, you got that song, bitch, gonna kill my mind.
Yeah, we killed them, man.
Hey, I bet you won't do that song, y'all. Set. With all the right lyrics on there, saying he's an Israelite. I bet he won't do that on the set.
And we them chicks that are coming to the birthday party, blowing the candles out, throwing the goddamn takeover, busting the balloons,
Sticking our hand in the punch bowl and getting the juice.
Flipping the pizza.
I know Brother Richard.
spiking the liquor.
God.
That's how the prophet Samuel was when he came into the city of Judah. They said he's going to bring us tidings of good tidings or evil tidings. The elders of the city of Judah was scared of him when he came to anoint King David.
Hey, y'all get Ezekiel 7:1?
Hey, we pirates.
Yeah, Ezekiel 7:1. Yeah, we're
The
pirates.
spiritual righteous pirates.
But we ain't robbing nothing, but
Yeah.
all we want is
Hey, we robbing this place. We robbing this place for the we robbing this place for the spirit. We robbed this place. We've robbed the spirit, starting with the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Yahushua has allowed us, starting with our apostles and elders, to rob this place of the spirit. We're tearing down the stronghold of America. America is through. And it's all because of the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Yahushua using us. We are literally making this place worse because we pushing out such a heavy vibration. Now you got Jake feeling guilty for eating pork. Yeah. You got Jake feeling guilty committing adultery at my job. You got a Jake at my job. Beard all rough, no line up. He's like, man, I feel like I'm like your little brother. Did I tell him to wear his beard? Did I tell him to do these things? No. We are changing this place.
We're changing the world, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we're like, you got a couple of dollars. We call this church world changers. Now, we're the real world changers. Okay? That's why it says Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of his fall, because we're leading the world into a new world. Okay?
I got a quick
new world order.
This definition of pirate. This is under pirate. It says, in real life, a pirate just boards ships and robs them of cargo, valuables, and money, often while wearing regular boring clothes.
Regular boring clothes.
Got down plain shirt.
Pirate a movie, you make a copy and sell it illegally. The Greek root of pirate is paritas, one who attacks.
And we're attacking this place in the spirit, man.
Pirate. Ships and charge ships.
Right. And we are, well, America's a sinking ship. And we're coming to get everything that ain't drowning in water yet.
Yeah, we poking a hole with this shit.
Right.
Here's that, you know, like you're watching Titanic when it was going down, certain people were trying their hardest to stop the ship. We got them actually add to it, man.
We got to the destruction.
Busting it open,
Poking holes in
making
the
sure
hole
more
and
water
shit.
come in. Because at the end of the day, when this ship sinks, we already know we gonna get delivered, man.
Yep.
The Lord, and we trust in the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Yahushua when this thing falls, we're gonna be that true faith that's gonna rise out of that.
Baruch chapter 4, verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated.
Right. And what's the light that illuminates this word, man? That's imperative to take heed. But because our people don't listen, they're going to get their judgment, man. Okay?
Come on.
All right? Because this should illuminate you. This should bring a little real, hey, we bringing the new world order, and we're the real Illuminati. You say you're a fake all the way around. Hey, that's in Wisdom of Solomon in the 2nd chapter. Okay, we esteem you as counterfeits. Okay?
We're the real righteous Lucifers.
All right?
This is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel, and the end is come upon the four corners of the land.
Right, and it's come, read down to verse 7.
This is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 7.
The end is it. That's what prophets do. We proclaim to you the end of something.
Yeah, how it ends.
Okay?
Hey, and
How
that's
it
a
ends.
spoiler in itself. Like it says, a pirate is a spoiler. Nobody wants to know the end of something. Here it is, you watching a movie, and somebody just jumping up telling you to end it. He gonna die, he gonna die.
Boy,
Like, oh shit, I don't want to
that's like telling everybody to end it.
I don't want to be in this movie.
I don't want to watch it. You ain't got to do it.
But you hate a person that do that shit. Like the black folks that mentioned Scary Movie 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in the movie theater.
She was talking shit, yeah. She was killing the vibe of the movie. And then at the end, she was like, y'all making all that noise, she dies anyway. And they killed her ass. Right. This is
What's going on with the movie?
yeah, none. And this is for Big Daddy's house. She done fucked up all the movies. She fucked up all the movies, man. That's us.
Yep.
Sorry.
Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 7. The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land, the time is come. This is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord power. and evil, and only evil, behold, is come.
Right. The end is come, and only evil is come.
Only, man.
He said evil is coming, only evil. All right? The only light you're going to have in that day is you just listen to the prophets, man. We're telling you the greatest thing that a person can hear. Okay? No more slavery, no more tears. Hey, get that, Revelation 21. Okay? We're telling you the good news. I'm going to show you what the good news is. Okay?
Niggas love darkness.
That's right. Niggas love to wear goddamn fucking sunglasses every day.
Parade down the street smoking bubble and releasing bubble gum smoke in the air.
Goddamn great bubble.
See, it's like this. We're the spiritual navigators at the bottom of a hill, and we tell you, hey, go the right way. It's clean roads. It's gonna be lit. Yeah, we've been to the top, and we're letting you know how to navigate. We're telling you to go this way, and it's gonna be streets. It's gonna be street lights. The roads paved. You know, it's some rest stops. That's the safe route. Then you can go this way. This might be another way, and it's gloomy. You got the trees like on Mortal Kombat 2. Oh yeah. Faces all in the trees and shit. Outworld, looking like Outworld. You know. And Jake don't want to go the way where the roads is paved and the street lights. You know, there's a few restaurants you can stop in. You can go to, IHOP. You can use the bathroom. No, Jake purposely want to go to the dark roadway.
You gotta listen to a ranger when you go to state parks, man. You will forever get lost.
Yeah, and them type of routes, you need somebody close with you.
I'm gonna look that word up since you said that.
Hey, that's what you had to do. The range is really a distance. You know, we see the distance. We see that's why another word for a prophet is a visionary.
I got it. Oh yeah, you got it. This is Ranger from online etymology, and it reads late 14th century, a gamekeeper. So a ranger is like a shepherd. All right, an agent, a noun for range, tested from the 1660s in the sense of a man often mounted who polices an area. It's like you said, we at the top, we see what's going on, and like how you said, and when you see that forest ranger, he got that big round hat on, you're gonna believe whatever he says.
Right. Hey, how do you think these fire departments over there in California know these fires get started? By the time they see smoke in the city somewhere, it's too late.
Yeah.
Now they got rangers that police the area and the forest, and they put the call out. Okay? Watch me. You know?
Nah, you wanna talk shit to the ranger.
Right.
All right then.
Hey,
Your ass getting ate by the bears. So I tell you not to go that way because there's some crazy eyes. The hills have eyes type of family up there. And you find yourself with your foot in a goddamn bear trap getting ate by a nigga. That's on you.
And what he's saying, rangers have power to it, so I'll reach
Revelation chapter 21, verse 4. And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. And there should be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying.
No.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 2. And now John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
We were talking about that earlier, about the bride and the husband, and we were talking about Israel, not you Christians, all right? Not the original Christian. He's not part of New Jerusalem, okay?
Yeah, true Israelites.
Israel owns.
Yeah, the Israelites have not been done away with, according to
No spiritual Israelites. There are, but there's a spiritual
Ephesians of faces.
Israel of the Most High.
Right.
Go ahead now.
Verse 3, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with them and be their power. Verse 4. And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain. For the former things are passed away.
Right. That's the good news that the Lord that we're telling you.
Right.
That's the good news. That's the gospel. But Jake wants to go to the dark forest and meet the damn wicked witch. You know what I'm saying? Party with the mother of harlots. That's what our people are doing. Partying with Babylon. Okay? So you're gonna reap the same judgment that Babylon is. You know? Because the Lord is going to wipe away all these tears. You want to stay in Babylon and cry every month about not being able to pay the rent? Or you want to have a kingdom? Or you want to have a kingdom?
No such thing as that.
Okay? Right, but there's no such thing as rent, no such thing as child support, no such thing as hell, the women are going to have to wear, what is it? No. The women's not going to have to appeal.
The idea of pulling out is going to die here.
Yeah. Contraction. I'm trying to think. I'm going to say contraction. Contraction is not going to have birth pains. Okay? That's going to be done away with. Okay? Right, for the Israelites. We're speaking to our people. You know? The people on the sign here.
Not worried about
not
worried about it, the safety of your children. You be afraid, you know, in this world, you be afraid of to have your son or your daughter play in the front yard of your house. You be afraid of having them play in the front yard because you just don't know what could happen. But in the kingdom of heaven, scriptures tell you that, and they shall play with poisonous snakes.
It says they shall put their hand in a copper snake thing.
You ain't gonna be like,
okay.
You ain't gonna be like, baby, get your hand out of there.
Running outside trying to get them before. Hey, no more your children dying in drive-bys at the south side of Chicago. No more gang.
No more autism.
Right? No more cerebral palsy.
No more STDs.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the HIV rate is gonna be 0.
Jay scared to swim.
That's the good news, man. Okay, but there's a bad news too, right? There's a consequence to not listening to the prophets. That's what the Lord said. Only evil is coming. So go back to that.
Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 5. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. And end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come. The day of trouble is near.
Right, that's for Israel. Go ahead. The day of trouble.
And not the sounding again of the mountains. Now I will shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, will recompense thee for all thy abominations."
All right, the Lord's going to get you Israelites, you wicked Israelites, all right, you wicked Israelite groups, all right, mainly you false teachers, false leaders, okay, starting with you, and then the rest of the 2/3. The Lord's going to get you, man, for your evil and your iniquity. He's going to destroy you because of your own ways. All right? Go ahead, right?
And my eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity.
The Lord's not going to have pity. His eyes are not going to spare. He's going to see your newborn baby. And the Father of the Spirit is going to take that spirit right back to him.
That's it.
You know? Go ahead.
It says, "I will recompense thee according to the ways and thy abominations that are in the midst of thee."
Right. Reap what you sow.
Curse should we come in and curse should we go out?
Right.
Come.
And the elect got the curse control, but the elect will be saved out of the latter end of the wrath.
The elect curse they came in and blessed they gonna leave out.
Yeah. Right. Right.
And
Well, you can't curse what the Lord blesses.
That's it.
The Lord bless the elect through Yahweh Shai's elect. Because the curse is going to be lifted from off the elect. Because Yahweh shall die for their sins.
How we gonna look at the elect like we look at his son? We're gonna be the image of Yahweh Shai.
That's right, that's right.
Romans 8 and 17.
John the first chapter, he gave us power to become sons of God.
Con.
So we are going to be the sons of God.
And ye shall know that I am the Lord that smiteth. Behold, the day be come, it is come, the morning is gone forth, the rod hath blossomed, pride hath budded.
Pride is brother. That's what the society is about. Pride, man. It's all about, you know, getting it by any means necessary. You know, me, YOLO. Right? As we just said that in the last days, they shall be lovers of their own selves.
Love of the creature more than the creator.
Right? So that pride has now got to a point where it's budded in the earth. So the Lord's going to do something about that pride.
Humble.
Right? That's right, humble. Go ahead.
Violence is risen up unto a rod of wickedness, none of them shall remain.
But none of that violence and that pride is going to remain. Go ahead.
Nor or the multitude, nor of any of theirs, neither shall there be wailing for them.
No wailing, not going to be no crying, no lamentations. See, right now, these celebrities and people can die. You can give an RIP, post up you know, we loved you so much. Thank you for sharing your blessing with us. You know? And ain't going to be no long 10-hour, 12-hour funeral like they have for a regular funeral. Legend has.
Right. Yeah, like you said, you can't keep around people away from the word of the Lord.
Right. You try to keep
Try to creep in.
Run right there, teacher. You know? It's a cat right there.
It's called a little fucking you want the kingdom on YouTube. Y'all don't want to, y'all like the scriptures say Ephraim is joined unto the idols. Let him alone.
Right, so the love alone from Lord to deal with. That's what he do. Right? Go ahead, Al.
Verse 12, it says, the time is come, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn.
The buyers should not rejoice, the seller won't mourn. Like I said, it won't be no long 12-hour funeral like they had for Aretha Franklin. It's going to be just death and destruction now.
Con.
You know, here it is, you wanted something, oh my God, and then boom, you did.
Con.
You know, laying right next to him. Meanwhile, the prophecy elect gonna be stepping over your dead body. Laughing.
Laughing at your calamity.
I got something for you, bro. This is Jeremiah 7 and 33. And the carcasses of this people shall be meat for the fowl of heaven, for the beast and for the beast of earth, and none shall fray them away.
Hey, I don't know, like if y'all ever seen like these buzzards, all right, that get these, you know, these dead deer and stuff on the street. Them buzzards is big, about as big as the sun, and their wingspan is even longer. There's some big birds, man. Imagine 10 of them on one body, on 3 or 4 bodies. That's all you're gonna be seeing all down this road. You're gonna be carrion birds. And there ain't gonna be nobody saying get. They'll get your ass.
That's right.
You know? It's gonna be a feast out here for the fowl of the air, like the brother Reed. Go ahead.
That was it.
All right, good.
This is Ezekiel 7 and verse 12. The time is come, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn, for the wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
That economic collapse is coming. All right? The only way you're going to be able to buy and sell in that day is if you take the chip. But you do that, that's the mark of the beast, and the Lord's going to destroy you anyway. You know? That's why you got to listen to the prophets, man. We're telling you what the Lord said, but you're not reading on your own. So we're out here to preach, proclaim, call out, okay? Let you know and understand what the word of the Lord is.
We're warning.
We're warning.
We're like that warning that those people are hearing through South Carolina and North Carolina. They bring that horn out, that siren, to let you know a storm's on the way. We're doing it, but instead, you want to be like those hard-headed, a lot of hard-headed niggas in South Carolina, wherever the storms come. I'm just gonna hunker down and weigh it out. This whirlwind, which when you read Proverbs, the first chapter, the whirlwind of the Lord that's about to come and touch this place, there is no hunkering down. Hey, really, we prophesying that the God, the finger of God coming.
It's going to speak through. Right? I think Jeremiah will talk about the besom of destruction. The besom of destruction is going to sweep through this place, man. From one coast to the next.
That's right, Al. That's right.
Right, and right. The nuclear missile rate is placed and destroyed in 1 hour. All right? That's what the Lord is saying. He's going to bring that wrath upon you for your pride. You know?
Second Ezra chapter 7 verse 41. Even so now seeing corruption is grown up and wickedness increased, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly. Wherefore shall it not be so now also? Verse 42, he answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory do abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak. Verse 43, but the day of doom shall be in the end of this time.
But the day of doom, that's the point, the day of doom shall be the end of this time. That's why he told Ezra, look between the hand and the heel, to let them know what time we're in.
So
You know? Go ahead.
But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past.
Right, because when corruption is past, that's when Jacob, the Israelites, are going to be ruling in their kingdom, man. Okay? We've been warning you about this evil for years, man. Okay? Day in and day out. I said, you can't say weekend and week out, man. Day in and day out, we've been warning you, man. I'm telling you. The only ones that are going to get through this is the elect. Everybody else is going to be left out there to rot, or drown, or get pierced through.
I'm gonna say like you know, into a road ranger, like a police, basically as a police, like a police station or police officer. Hey, we're like the Lord's police. We're the watchmen. We're police. You know, we spiritual 12. You know, it ain't no the 12 tribes.
We are the 12.
So you spiritual 12, man. So you know, ain't no the police. When is the police department closed down? Like, or today the whole police department is shut down. That's us. Right?
You can't never call.
Yeah, right.
Right, you can't.
The line is always open. There's always police on call or on duty, I should say. You might work 12 to 7, and over your shift sign out, and somebody works 7 to 12, and then another person gonna work 12 to 7.